Hey everybody, welcome back to another tank update on this beautiful 90-gallon bow front. Alright, so more recently, I have been experiencing green hair algae for the last probably month and a half, 2 months, and I finally decided to do something about it. So yesterday marked the first day where I did a dose of Algaefix by API, and you're supposed to dose this once every 3 days until the problem is gone. Apparently, the green hair algae is supposed to slough off or die as I go and pick it up. And I mean, under the white lights, it certainly already looks like it's losing its green. So hopefully it's working. Put about a milliliter for every 10 gallons. I put it in about 10 just to count the sump. So this is our starting base. If you guys want to see what it looked like before and after. I wish I kind of showed you guys how it looked like before I came in, but it was all across the sand, all across the glass, on all four sides of the tank. You can kind of still see it on the glass here and there, but kind of curious to see how this goes. The last time I used this stuff in my 10-gallon, or better yet, actually my 5-gallon nano aquarium tank, I had an issue with red algae taking over, but I read the bottle again, and it's supposed to actually rid the tank of green, red, and brown. Well, outside of diatom blooms, of course, but this tank is plenty cycled. So what I did notice, all I've been doing to this tank lately has been just the standard water changes at 10%. So for this tank, I've been doing about 10 gallons a week using my own RODI filtration unit that pumps out about 1 parts per million remaining when I read it with a meter. But and then I got the Instant Ocean Reef crystals. That's that orange bucket. But the ACAN's finally split its heads. We've got some splits on the pom-pom zinnias just because I kind of went ahead and stirred up the sand the other day. It kind of broke this thing up into a couple pieces. But everything else is growing pretty nicely. Like I mentioned last time I shot a video, my SPS on this plate back here are coming back to life. It's more evident under the blues. You can really appreciate the colors. And that's pretty much it. I did have my bird's nest drop down in the back. I just decided to leave it there. And my frog spawn is still growing over here. But I kind of have, you can see them on the side again still, but I kind of have everything chilling until I can figure out what I want to do with the green hair algae. So I'm curious. This will be kind of like the next few videos will be an update on this product. Still running the Vipars. I really thought about moving these things up just to kind of avoid hot spots, but the corals are growing and they have been happy with it, so I don't feel like I want to interrupt that cycle that they're used to having already. And I thought about shortening the cycle time in my tank by probably 30 minutes on each end, but I already have it down to about 6 hours a day, I think. So I think they cut on at like 6 or 5, and they cut off at like 11 or 11:30 with like 30-minute ramps for the blues. But the other thing I noticed I haven't been doing, and it's more because I don't know, I haven't really cared to do it, honestly, and it might be contributing to my excess green hair algae. I'm not trying to overfeed. I trickle. So I don't think it's a feeding issue. I don't think it's a lighting issue because I cut back the lighting a couple months ago. I just think it's a lack of proper filtration, but I have not been doing my part in changing out my media. Like, this is the same media that I've had probably for way too long. So, but I haven't never cleaned out the bio ball, still doing its thing, you know. I do change out this the filter, the mechanical filter, but got everything running through there, a couple heaters through there, and then my media. But yeah, I'm I don't know, guys. But I do have, you know, my sump here, not my sump, my geez Louise, man, skimmer, my nano skimmer that I wanted to put in here, but honestly it wasn't doing anything in my 5-gallon. That specific brand is just trash, if you ask me. But yeah, that's everything for my tank update, so we'll see how this goes. This is day 2 of using the Algaefix. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. I do have a lot of coral hopefully coming in this way. Ron's tank has exploded, is not even do that tank justice. I will shoot a video and show you guys. Like, Ron has already fragged his corals, and they still look like a freaking forest. A forest of corals, man. It is just ridiculous the amount of corals. I mean, you cannot see a square inch of rock in that man's tank. That's how many corals he has. I'm not even over exaggerating. But yeah, look forward to that. Hopefully that'll come out this week. He's been pretty eager to frag his tank, but we will see what comes home from that, and I will keep you guys posted. Oh, good news also. I thought I lost this guy yesterday. I was looking under the rocks and everything, thinking I had dropped him. I looked outside my tank thinking he jumped. Thought I siphoned him on my last water change, but I walked in the house today and sure enough he was there. I lost my last Golby because he had jumped out of the tank, so I was very disappointed when I couldn't find this guy. But he's alive and well. The fish haven't actually grown too much. I really thought in a 90-gallon and the amount of times they're getting fed, these guys would have grown faster, or at least Nemo's, but I don't know. We will see. Clownfish are taking their time in this tank. So, alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.